State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the
All right, we live, man. I'm playing these Colts, man.
Do what?
I'm about to get beat again. Hey, yo, Breeze.
We're underway in week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Scream that shit, Chet.
I am. Hey, what's up, man?
Here we go. Go right in.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Come on, I'm about to help out on that shit, cause niggas, he's on the phone, he's not paying attention.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Yeah, that's bro.
That's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing.
He ain't trying to run
just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hell.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Jump.
Mike 1. Mike. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Yeah.
Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. So Mike, hey, kill. 27. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the
him off and everything for y'all.
God damn. The nigga throwing off his motherfucking back foot.
Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all
in.
week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
What you said?
The Colts last Madden was a bingo. Oh shit. Hold on, what I'm doing? Alright. Come on.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Push him back.
Wait, that's not Ben starting? What the fuck you
Here's
doing with that
Love.
Ben? I'm about to say that nigga Ben. That nigga back.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 77 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Why Greg? And where nigga Andrew? I gave you.
It's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
This right here.
Come on, big dog. That's the play.
Square.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
Listen,
after the field
that
goal
nigga was
last time,
beat.
see what they can get here. At least they
You
got
had
points in the last drive, Charles.
No, before it. I swear to God, when I say scared, just trust me.
Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that nigga can't throw.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience
Just trust
there,
me.
did
I say
they?
icon.
Just down the
I see
score.
my icon.
They
Do
come
it. Trust
out
me.
firing right
You ain't gonna call my
away
icon
and
some
compound
open.
things by throwing an
That nigga was
interception.
smoked.
They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Come on, Joe Hayden. Nigga. Ooh.
Fucking Dak Prescott.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Look at that linebacker. I see you. Show up for your first game, boy.
Check out. 12. Line. 625.
PBX.
On 1st and 10, Love.
Oh, get a nigga right.
Trying to improvise. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson. So following the hold, there's a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Love.
Hey, I didn't want to get, know what it was? I didn't want to get past, what is that, blocking behind the back? I didn't want to get that shit, bro. I fucked up, bro. I ain't like, what shit, I ain't know what to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it.
Come on, run it right here.
Underrated
run it right
runner,
here, bro.
toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston that he goes to.
Hold him, bro. Come
This
on,
into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, wahoo! You don't want none. Right there. 54, right there.
Out of the gun. Block. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
No, it's not.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Yeah, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Mixon. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. Flushed out right. Looking for Campbell down. And this is caught inside the 5.
What
A
is
big
this?
play there for Indy. 41 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
I'm in that
This
man's
defense has
lungs, bro.
zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
I'm talking about
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naheem Hines. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
What's my route?
Terry connecting on the extra
R2,
point.
that was my
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Oh, he must have put me in a straight late because my shit said go up and in. I do. That's what I did. My shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look. If I say square, bro, just hit me. Just trust me. That's like if.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Oh, man.
I'm about to just waste this clock. I already know this game about to be over.
And here comes Tennessee. Field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession.
Too much possession catches.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
I just seen the nigga catch me in the air. What the fucking possession? Like, I went up, he had my
Meanwhile, a
leg.
pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up
Like, come
falling
on, bro.
incomplete.
Like, I ain't even get off the
He's
ground.
not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the
I'm in the
second.
air. This is
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I'm going to 40. I'm going straight out to 40.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is
I'm going to run straight. You see where the 40 at? I'm going to cut out to the 40.
I'm
going to run straight.
And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Oh, you gone.
Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings in the seat. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Oh, look at me.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
I'm gonna do the same shit, bro. I'm gonna keep doing the same shit. That shit open in that zone. That shit open all day, circle.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
What's this man doing?
Bills.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
But I'll be letting the computer do it. I don't.
Play action. It's Luck. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
3 buzz. Right there, 54. Right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming. Mike spot 4, Mike.
Luck now to throw. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Not getting close enough to it.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Who?
Luck on first down.
I was going to receiver.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Throw it out.
They lifted him up. Wow, old boy.
They're putting that pressure, bro. Like, I don't know what your line is, but them niggas is coming in like a block party. I'm going to do that route right
here. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that,
Hey,
it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. Absolute
no,
mess.
I'm asking.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I've been picking triangle the whole time.
And it's 3rd
That's why I keep
down.
jumping. So I got to push square and push triangle.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A big gain of 31
I didn't know
on
that,
3rd
bro.
down.
I've been pushing triangle all this
I know
time.
we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Kill.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. After the interception, it's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Love. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. On 1st down, Love. Being chased out left. It's caught inside the 25. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
No, don't even work. I'm not working.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
I think at 83 speed, though.
Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Okay.
On 1st down, it's Love. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That is caught inside the 5.
Nobody
that one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Like it was man, but it wasn't man. We were all in zone.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They do that, trust me.
Now it's Hines.
Yeah, it's like
and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines.
Hey, I'm going straight.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And he takes it in for a Colts score.
You got to
Hines His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
Yeah, I'm going to go across this a lot.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And a round is on here in this first half.
He's too far back.
And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And right side, Henry's got it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters. And now due to a pair of time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Thought them bitches said I get the ball. Fucking hoes.
We ain't gotta do it.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Come back. Odell.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Watch the shot.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Mexico. Hey, check. Check. Watch 54. Man, that's trash. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. 11Z. Check pass. Go. Wide. Get wide.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. It got his man complete. A game of 30 big wins. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
That nigga Campbell is about to be a superstar next year. Is that man?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. 12. 6-6. Bullet high. 54. And let's pin the mirror. Hey, Charlie.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Steps away. Looking deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the red zone now, Love. And taken down at the 21.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's
listen, bro. Listen, bro. I was getting water just this happened 3 minutes ago, bro. I got water out my car, right? So I stepped outside to get the rest of the groceries. I looked to the left. The way the apartment set up, bro, this girl like was like her door beside me. I was like, oh, so you're my neighbor? She said, yeah.
By Logan Ryan.
Bro, she's a pretty little thing, bro.
Her name Emma, bro. Past the 25.
Bro, squeeze me a little handshake in there. I said, nice to meet you. I hope to see you again. She was like, I'd love to see you again too sometime. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get the rest of these groceries out the car. I was like, you get me a little scared. She was like, yeah, me too.
That's been difficult for them all game.
What?
They'll try to get the run
I
game
came
going.
out, bro. I was holding bread,
hot
pockets, all that.
Awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took it out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard. Now, it's a lot
I don't know about that whole wheat bread, though.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well
ever since Ain't Teresa told me
only getting 1 yard, there's no room to run.
I said, hell no.
Hell no. So what happened? I don't know what happened. Some joke she said, man.
No, it ain't no joke. She's bro. Because Terrell was telling me there's science behind it.
Buying time to his left.
Ain't it?
And he can't find a receiver. And
I said, Terrell was telling me there's science about it. Not your Terrell. Casey, but
I want to know what was said.
She said that white bread ain't good for black people.
It normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries.
Yeah, but like there's a bunch of science behind it.
13.
I ain't gonna get into the beats.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
Nah, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
That's why black people got to roll.
Here's Brett Kerr.
Yeah, my God, that makes
surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They played 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Did they tell you why it's not good?
In the end zone.
They did, but I forgot.
Damn,
so a change of possession here on the punt.
Nah, they told me it's not like it's scientifically not good for black people. Just like
the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Just like pork is much worse for black people than it is any other race.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Like pork, anything to do with that, it like messes with black people's hearts a lot more.
Big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So learn you some stuff, boy.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Ready?
Baby, you're on fire.
After the run, luck on a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's good.
Get down a little
right at the 30 here. 9 yards for pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful when you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, yeah.
Why did you call his mama asshole?
Giving up. I think it's a good
because she be tripping all the time.
So maybe
but,
if you still want to play
zone, you used to love moms.
zone blitz scheme,
I mean, yeah, but
and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defense.
Is she in the hospital?
Oh, that's when he did it. Oh, so I don't know that. I guess he. I don't know. I guess it's just how he feels.
You just said that he was in hospital. I'm just going off where he said not too long ago in the chat.
Oh, she's probably not in the hospital now though, but she does have like some issues.
And this will be incomplete.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought that's what you was talking about.
You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because
Underdog said that.
They'll make the circus catches,
Yeah,
but they make them out of bounds.
he said, congrats, good job winning the division because some people's moms are assholes that are only focused on themselves and stubborn as shit that think about their
His guys will get the football back.
Okay, then never mind. That's just some little dispute him and his mom is having.
Here's Prescott. That's complete. Middle of the
Prescott,
field
I
to
know all that.
Humphries.
I
He's
just
at the
got to
30.
one of them
How old
crib.
is this
20.
man?
Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. 89 yards. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Yeah, it's going to be some tough smithereens.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
I'm going to hit up
That'll be
him.
taken in the end zone.
What?
I said I'm going to hit up him because this
There's no way
And
them
he'll make
niggas
it
dodge
across the 20
everything I
as
throw
his
at
guys
them.
will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, man, this apartment shit is lonely as hell. I can't do this.
Here, come get your phone, man. Did you get her snap?
Back of the Colts come up now, first and 10 at their own 23.
I kept it moving. So I was
Here's a
probably trying
handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
I'll
It's
probably try
picked
again
up by
tomorrow.
the
Probably
Titans.
give her a little knock on the dump.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will shave one more off this lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Check out. Line 40. 54. Line 54. We own this. Line 62.
On first down, Grant. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check out.
Off of play action, Luck. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around.
Yeah, she was running late for some reason, so that's why I had to keep it moving. Yeah.
You nigga out here catching everything. He keep running. I'm having none of
The Colts on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go to work.
The Colts on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd
Giants,
and 9.
it looks like you're gonna take over the playoffs.
Out of the gun, Luck. Forced out to his left.
I don't know.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
People thought your team was too low for the regular.
They're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flushed out right.
How many yards?
And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Damn. Yeah, you're doing your thing with them.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He finds Humphreys. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Recently, I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Hey, 47. Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, here's Lott. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Mike 54. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They'll fake it. Now Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Another try after the first down.
Is that all y'all do?
Prescott. Incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw is Prescott. Out to the right to Humphries. They get 15, but they still need a little bit more. 4th down. 4th down, Prescott.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, what a move. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Right. Check. Lucky.
Here's Hines. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Come on, let's go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist.
One last shot now for Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those...
Scoring that many points allows them to play with a totally different style.